right, everyone. This is Tim Online Big Blue, bringing you the best of New York Giants sports talk entertainment. It's the Giant bench behind me. That's where I was on Friday. I was on the Giant bench, sitting there. If you haven't seen the pictures, go see the pictures. Go take a look at them. They're on Twitter. Online Big Blue 1. Someone took the Online Big Blue name. So it's Online Big Blue 1. What do we got? We got Mike Lee already coming in the room. He's coming in the room hot saying, smash the like button on the way in. Mike Lee also says, mojitos, Cuban sandwiches for dinner tonight. Hard Rock, here I come. You know, they used to have a good Cuban sandwich at Bongos in downtown Disney. It's not there anymore, but they used to have a good Cuban sandwich. And there's also another good Cuban sandwich place on Castleberry on 436. If you ever go down into Central Florida, great place for a Cuban sandwich. It's still there. It's where the roads intersect. We also got Big J coming in here saying, what's up, Tim? What's up, family? Let's get one game at a time, baby. And he also wants everyone to smash the like button. It's one game at a time. It's one step at a time. It's one moment at a time. Everyone has to take the Dable philosophy. Giant fans have to take the Dable philosophy. It's one game at a time. It's one moment at a time. It's one step at a time. It's one opponent at a time. It's who's in front of you that you need to worry about, not what was behind you, not what happened a week ago, not what happened 2 weeks ago. I gotta lower this camera a little bit because it's bugging me. Hold on, people. There we go. There we go. That's better. Now I look like I'm sitting on the bench. It's what happened a moment. It's not what happened a moment ago. It's what happened in front of you. So right now, what's in front of us is the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's for the Dahmer. They are also, we got the skyline coming in and said, hopefully the Giants will do what the Yanks cannot. Yeah, the Yanks 5-0. Excuse me. What they lose? 5-0? They got the Yanks got shut out yesterday. Phillies won with that big inning. I don't really want to get into the playoffs because I think the Major League playoffs now is a joke. I liked it before where your divisional winners came in and that was it. I think it's a joke now, but we're not going to get into that. No one puts Timmy on. Jeff says, you know what? No one puts Baby in a corner, and no one puts Timmy on the bench. Let's all just remember that. And we got Mike Lee saying, "What do you think of the destruction of the Panthers?" It was coming. They got a boatload for McCaffrey. 49ers got an injury-prone player, and they used up all their draft capital. So now they don't have like any picks in the next like 10 years. It's not 10 years, like 2 years, but it is what it is. They're improving to try to get the playoffs and have the cap space to do it. Hurst for real dropping in. What's good, Tim? Everything's good. Everything's good. Got my Smooth Saves the Black Rifle coffee. Got my Black Rifle t-shirt on. I got to walk a dog at 12. So, I'm very happy about that. I enjoy my dog walks. Enjoy it. It's fun. It's interesting. You get to meet new and exciting dogs every day. But we're here to talk about the Giants and the Jaguars. Matthew says, good morning to you, OBB crew. What's going on? We got Roy in the room saying good morning for one old head to another. Oh, yeah, I love it. Someone in the comments who was, I can't remember his name. I would call him out, but I don't remember their name because they were too stupid. Put in the was being very derogatory towards me. Very, 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 very bad towards me. Saying bad, nasty things. Oh, we got to put this up. I forgot. And the one thing that he said was he called me old. I'm sorry. If that's the best you got, you deserve to get banned because you're too dumb to watch. That's the best you got. You called me old. Oh, no. And I even said, oh, no, I am old. Oh, dear me. Yeah, I'm old. But you know what? I still act younger than you. So let's just leave it at that. Well, Matthew says, let's go Giants. Let's go. Yankees about to make it. Giants and Rangers season real quick. We also got the Knicks coming back with a big win over Detroit. Not coming back. Those blowout win. And again, Blackbird, put Tim on the bench. I'm on the bench. If you didn't see the pictures, go take a look at them. The bench was fun. John B says, what does Black Rifle CC Online Big Blue drop? You know what? They need an Online Big Blue coffee. They need an Online Big Blue blend. John, they have to, but I enjoy it in my King of the Almost Sack mug. And I'm drinking my Black Rifle pumpkin spice. Well, let's talk about the Jaguars for a minute. A lot of Giant fans are calling the Jaguars a pushover, that this is going to be a pushover game. Now, I got the new soundboard, so you know what? We're going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun with this. Hello? Bueller? We're going to have a lot of fun with the soundboard. Everyone's kind of slighting the Jaguars because they're 2-4. They had the big win over the Duck in San Diego. They had the bad loss to the Texans. They're an up and down team, but you have talent on that team. They remind me of the Giants. They have an interesting coach. They have an interesting quarterback. They have two running backs in Harrison and Etienne. I always want to say, I always want to say, it's a twist. ATM, ATM, it's a twister, it's a twister. They have some wide receivers. Kirk's really surprised. I mean, Kirk signed that huge contract. I'm James Kirk. I need to have what I can in the wide receiver position. Sorry. He's got that big cash from he got the big cash coming over from the Cardinals, and he's played well. You still got Marvin Jones over there. They have some guy. You got Lloyd, the linebacker. You got Austin. You have Josh Allen. You have a pass rush there, and this is what I always talk about with the Giants. The Giants, if you think about it, could easily be where the Jaguars are right now. The ball and like I said, the football is made the way it is because it bounces funny. And the funny thing is, it could bounce any way. And that's the problem. So you know what? Right now, the ball is bouncing the Giants' way. Right now, it's bouncing against the Jacksonville Jaguars. There could be the dichotomy of the situation could easily be reversed. And that's why I say we cannot take this team lightly because their running game is something. Their running game is something special. Their running. I mean, when Etienne had that foot injury last year, so he was outlaw last year. Harrison tore his ACL at one point last year, I believe, as well. He's come back with a passion. He's coming, and you know what? Lawrence has got some wheels, and they got some wide receivers. It's not going to be a pushover game. The defense does have a rush. They have a rush, and they have some bullies on that defense. So this is not a cakewalk. This is nowhere nearing a cakewalk. We got to give a big shout out to the Big L. Wait, I'm gonna get to everyone's comments back here. We gotta give a big shout out to what's up, Mika Chang? Let's get the dub. Collins is playing today. Collins has got to play because Azeez Ojulari went to the IR. Azeez Ojulari is out for a minimum of 4 games with the calf. It's got to be a little bit more than the calf. Actually, Jaguars are favored by 3.5, not 3, because in Vegas you have to have a half. He's gonna have to play. He's gonna have to play well. Let's see what else we got here. Has Kenny G been? No, he's not been cited recently. He's out. Kadarius Toney's out as also. Let's see. I'm worried about Azeez. Apparently, it's the other calf now. You know what? I was on the turf. I spent all Friday night on the turf. Go look at the pictures. I'm going to post new pictures and videos. I also had the video of me going into the locker room for the Giants. But I was on the turf, and I will admit it. I pulled a hammy. I stepped on the field. I fell right down. Fell on the ground. And that's my serious face. Let's see. Hirsch for real says, I think Shane will draft. Shane's going to draft a quarter. And for all the wonderful things that people think Daniel Jones is doing, all the wonderful things, I'm going to break it down again because I love it. Because I said the Giants had a little over $50 million in cap space. It's like a week ago. And all of a sudden, everyone was like, no. All the cap websites say 60. Well, then you go back and they all adjusted it to 50, between 50 and 54. Giants have 54 million in cap space. Yeah, you're going to get rid of Kenny G, but you're going to take a huge hit on the dead cap number. You're going to try to move some money around. But if you have 50, you take 10 to 11 immediately for your rookie class. You have 40 guys under contract. You need 53. You're going to have to think about signing Saquon Barkley if he continues on this torrid pace. But you also have to consider trading Saquon Barkley because the Kings ransom that they got for McCaffrey, you should be able to get a first rounder, a second rounder, and a fifth rounder for Barkley under that. But you are not going to have the money to, and people are like, well, give Daniel Jones $20 million. Okay, so if you have 50 and 10 goes to rookies and you still need to sign 13 and you give Daniel Jones, if you give Daniel Jones 20, doing my math, that means you only have $20 million. It's not happening. Sorry. You're right, Harshariel. What does Zach Attack have to say? Wanda Robinson says more touchdowns than Tony by playing only 30 career snaps. I know. Tough. I know, Mac. I know it was a tough insult, Mike Lee. It hurt my heart. In my day, bubblegum only cost 50 cents. What's up, Greg? Greg says, Big Tim, I hope we don't take this. I don't think the team is taking this game lightly. I think the fans are taking, some fans, not all fans, some fans are taking. I don't think the team is, because I don't think Dable's going to allow that. Oh no, I didn't. Hold on, I didn't have my. I was trying to be funny. Hold on, I was trying to be funny because every time I drink, I'm gonna go.
King of the almost sack.
I was trying to be funny, but I forgot to turn on that button on the new soundboard. But I don't think the team is thinking lightly. I think some fans might be, but I don't think the team is. Tim is our cult leader. Time has no effect on him.
Time has no effect on me. I am the cult leader. People of Earth, Mars needs women.
That's going to be fun. Do trap games mean anything to people? No, they don't. Because you're smart, Mike. You're smart. You are a smart fan. Do I think this is a trap game? No, I don't think this is a trap game. I'm going to tell you why. Because I don't think Dable is letting his team take this game lightly. This team could easily be in the same record as the Giants. Easily. Lawrence is a rookie quarterback putting up some pump
up the volume, dance.
That's for Mike Leaf. I read comments down a little further. I don't think it's a trap game. Yeah, I guess that hurts real. That was from Airplane. Roche gets a sack today. You also have Ryan Anderson, who's coming off. Ryan Anderson. I liked Ryan Anderson in camp. I thought he did enough to make the team, but you know what? You can only have 53 guys on the roster. So Roche was signed back to the active roster as well. It's going to be interesting. Blackbird says, Tim, what's up? Tim, you never what Jacksonville team. You never know what Jacksonville team shows up. Trevor Lawrence is improving. You know what the problem is? You don't know what quarterback you're getting with Trevor Lawrence. He can be the guy that throws the 5 interceptions, but he's also the guy that can go, 30 for 36. And he's got some wheels. So you're right. You don't know which one is showing up. You don't know. And we got an idiot in the comments. If you post it, you know what? Here we go. And we, wait.
You need people like
Wait.
that phrase trademark.
Think you gonna get away with it? Not up in here.
Not up in here.
We had to block that fool. Don't worry. I couldn't find my,
Right.
I don't know. The buttons still aren't labeled. I have new sound effects on the other sound board too now. Oh, that should be the new bell. You're out of here. We're gonna make this like the morning zoo. But you don't know what Trevor Lawrence you're gonna get. That's the other problem. That's the other issue. This Blackbird says, yeah, definitely not an easy win for the game. It's don't sleep on the Jags. Jay says Big Cat needs to step up today. Big Cat hasn't been doing anything all year. Yeah, I know he's been hurt, but he hasn't been doing anything all year. He's got to do something today. I'm not paying him $4,960,000 quadrillion next year to get
King of the almost sack.
No, we're not doing that. He's got to do something. But the linebackers are going to be the issue because with Etienne, you have to be worried about off tackle. You have to with his speed and with Harrison banging it up the middle. Then you go to play action and you go to Kirk or you go to, and then you really need to fear. And I don't know where the button is, but you really need to fear. You need to fear Evan Ingram. Yes, because Evan Ingram has already said you have to figure
He's a king. He's the king of the almost catch.
You have to fear Evan Ingram. You're going to have to, because you know what? If we didn't learn anything from last week with Andrews, is the Giants will be exposed at times with their coverage in reference to linebackers. Because you know what? Landon Collins is not a coverage guy. Let's be honest. Does anyone remember the Tariq Cohn play in Chicago a couple of years back? Yikes! And that was when he was healthy. He's not a coverage guy. He's going to be an in-the-box safety like Peppers was, like Logan Ryan was. He's going to be an in-the-box safety that's going to play 76% of the snaps in the box and not in coverage, supporting the run. What does Mike Lee say? Also, pride cometh before the fall. Need to stay humble. I am humble, Mike Lee. I'm humble. Because you know what? It's hard to be this awesome and not be humble. What's up, Blackbird? Jags are favored by 3.5. What's going on? What's going on, Mr. Salazar? Everything's good here. Hurts for real. What's Hurts for real dropping in the massive comments for? Jags have the other Josh Allen. Retrospect, we should have drafted number 41, Josh Allen out of Kentucky. He had this 10 sacks that rookie season. He was hurt the second year at 8 sacks last year. He's pairing up with Austin and Lloyd at the linebacker. It's a formidable opponent. Let's see. What does Jay have to say? Jay says, Tim, how did you spend all night on the turf and not block? I didn't block. I told you I walked on the turf on Friday night. I walked into the field. It was great because you walk into the stadium and then you walk right onto the field. I looked around. I looked at the lights. I stepped on because you came in through the opposing team sideline. I walked on the opposing team sideline. I stared at everything as always. I stepped on the field. Boom! Pulled a hammy. You know what's funny? I have the new the soundboard, but I don't have all the sounds in the other soundboard, so I don't have the Turf Monster sounds. So then all of a sudden, what happened? Turf Monster smash! I'm laying on the ground. You know, I'm gonna talk briefly about Giants Stadium real quick, or MetLife, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I've been on fields as a player. I've been on fields as a spectator. I have had the honor and privilege to be on the field, not only at MetLife, but also at the Meadowlands. And, you know, and you step on the field, and every time I step on the field, it's because I was a former player. Every time you step on the field, it's always something special. It always brings a smile to my face. And it doesn't matter if it's, I remember stepping on the field over at the stadium in Florida in the Swamp. I remember stepping on that field. And it was always, you know, and it's always just something special. And it's an honor, you know, as a Giant fan, to step on that field and spend an entire evening on the field in the locker room. Jonathan Castillo was there. Ahmad Bradshaw was there. I mean, it was great. It was, you know, it's always something that I treasure. And sitting on the bench, you know, is, you know, you watch these guys on Sunday and you sit on the bench where, you had Eli Manning, you know, you had Brandon Jacobs, you know, you had Antonio Pierce, you had all these, you have Giants greats just sitting on the bench, and you feel, you know, like I'm sitting where, you know, 2011 was. I'm sitting where, you know, where it starts every Sunday. And like I said, it's a humbling experience at times. And I've been on the field at least, you know, Giants Stadium. I've probably been on the field at least 20, 30 times. So it's not like but to me, it's a new moment every time. And then I got to experience it with my son and my wife and everything else. So, you know, like I say, big shout out to the Giants, and big shout out to always for the big cat, Black Quint, James Williams. What's up, James? What's up? And we got him saying Big Tim live on the field. It was fun doing so. You know, like I said, I was there as a dad, so I didn't really do a lot of stuff. I didn't do anything but show. I did a quick short. But like I said, I was there just as a dad. What is Zach? Zach Attack Brock drops in. So I think Dable's coaching career, he's improved every year. He looked at history. The problem is Dable didn't improve till he ran into a guy named Josh Allen. He got fired twice. So you know what? It's just sometimes, you know what? He was Dable because of Allen, or Allen because of Dable. In some ways, you think it was Allen made Dable, because you look at what Allen's doing now without Dable. But the problem is sometimes you are a better head coach than you are a coordinator. And a lot of times you are a hell of a lot better coordinator than you are a head coach. What's up, Awesomeness Sports? Hope everything's going awesome. We got the Nate Show dropping in. So, yo, Tim, what's up? Everything's good. Pump up the volume. Pump up the volume. Oh, that was the wrong button.
Pump up the volume, dance. And we got the crickets in the background. We got the crickets back.
We found the crickets again. I got the crickets bat and everything. I don't know if the Giants are going to take this game lightly, because how horrible the Giants have been over the last 5 years. I don't think the coaching staff is going to allow this team to take it lightly. And I think that's the difference. Some of my toys fell.
That's what she said.
I got to pick them back up. I got to pick those back up. I don't think they're going to allow them to do that. We got Big Frank in the room saying, let's go, Tim. We got Jay Fed, Tim. What is Tim? We got this. I hope we do. We're not trading for Judy. You have $6 million in cap space. You need anywhere between $3 to $6 million in opera. Here's what people don't get, and I'm not picking on you, Jay. This is what people don't get. When you sign somebody to the practice squad, it's between $8,000 to $18,000 a week. It does not count against the salary cap. The moment that you take someone off the practice squad, especially if it's a player like Landon Collins, they automatically go to the veteran or rookie minimum, or unless you sign them to a contract that allows it to escalate if they move up to the roster. So you bring in Landon Collins, you're bringing in like $1.8 million off the cap space already. So now you're down from 6 to 4.2. So you need what they refer to, and we coined the phrase last year, operational cap space. We've coined that phrase last year, and that's what they need to do. That's what they need to have, and that's what our old buddy Shane's always talking about. Yeah, the report on Azeez Ojulari was very disappointing. Like I said, it's the calf. You know, it's the weird that this calf injury has been causing so much problems going back to training camp. I mean, is it more than the calf? I don't know. What do we got here? Jeff says, Tim with the new soundboard, like Jim Cramer of the Giants. You're like Jim Cramer on Giants YouTube. I don't know who Jim Cramer is. Who is Jim Cramer? I don't know who that is. Good morning, Mark from Barbados. Good morning, feeling fabulous. What about Tim? The next 2 to 4 games will be another barometer. This is, this is the thing. And Mark sums it up right. I've never jumped off the Giant bandwagon because I've never been off it, and I'm never gonna be off it. And to all the idiots that are like, they get so mad at me because I get to do things like go on the field, hang out with former players, and they say, well, you hope the Giants lose every week. No, and I've said this before, I am not a fan channel. I'm not. You want to go listen to a rah where everything's great fan channel? That's not me. I'm going to give you a realistic perspective. And so all the fan channels are like, we're right. Look how right we are. You've been wrong for the last 10 years by saying the Giants are going to be good for the last 10 years. So at one point in time in your life, you're going to probably have to be right. So what? I would rather be wrong, but at least be honest. And that's what this channel is. We give the honest perspective. What do we got here? And that's what I'm talking. This is a barometer. You want me to get more excited about this season? Go 3-1 these next 4 games. Go 4-0 these next 4 games. Don't do a 2-2. Don't do a 1-3. Show that you are a good team and you're an improving team and you are a better team. And then, like I said, I extol the virtues of players when they play well, but I'm also going to point out things when they go wrong. Because that's just life. And if you don't like it,
go somewhere else.
Hey-oh. The Giants are rebuilding. They should not be training for anyone. If anything, they should be sellers. I agree, Hirsch, for real. Big cap equals cap neck. Yeah, we have to worry about Evan. You really do. Because like I said, the way he plays and the speed he has, you have to be concerned about Evan Ingram. You have to be as a Giant fan because you saw what Andrews did. You saw what he did to the Giants. So you have to be somewhat concerned. It's Robinson, Tim, but I completely agree. I don't know what I was talking about. I miss Peppers. I miss Pepper too. You need the old gong show button. I think I have a gong. No. Wait. I don't know what that is. Crickets. Oh, it's magical. That's what you mean when you get banned. Hey-oh. I got so much going on here. We got Singh coming in saying Giants are going to win 27-20. We are going to do the contest. If you didn't leave your score in the short, we are going to do that probably in about 45 minutes or so. So make sure you're ready. What does Mr. Salazar say? He says, I also think the running game for the Jags needs to be contained. We saw what happened. These guys aren't Kenyon Drake. Harrison is more like a Kenyon Drake. Etienne is more like a Kenyon Drake with speed. And if he gets on the outside and gets into that second level with our linebackers, I'm just worried about that. I wonder if the Giants' injuries are results of bad medical practice, and I still blame Shanahan for the turf monster conspiracy. It is the Shanahan is the turf monster conspiracy. You are 100% right because of the fact of that after that 49ers game. You know what? Stuff happens, and I keep telling people over and over again about the turf monster. Turf monster smash! I keep telling people over and over again the Jets also play in the same stadium. So you double the statistical value of injuries in that stadium because you have 2 teams. So you do not have 8 home games. You have 16 home games. And the Giants injury per average would be towards the lower end of the league because you have 2 teams that play in that stadium. Jeff says the Giants don't have a decorated for Halloween. They have the turf monster. Okay? You know, I give big props to the Giants Halloween thing. I give big props to the Giants. Dave Hertzfield says Dave and the coaching staff are the only reason this team is 5-1. The Judge could easily be 1-5. Let's not fool ourselves. You're right. You look. Hurst for the Irish Rover, who's coming down in 2 weeks. 2 weeks for the Texans game. Is going to hang out with me at the game. Tim, you look like a natural on the bench. I was a natural on the bench. I was never a bench player. I was never a bench player. I laughed, because it's I never sat on the bench. And I don't mean I never sat on the bench as I was never benched, or I never sat on the bench as in, I literally just never sat on the bench when I played. I don't know why. I was always the guy that had to stand. I was always standing or taking a knee. I don't know why. I just never sat on the bench. I don't know why. Even when I wasn't playing, I would not sit on the bench. Greg says the final score, Tim, Giants 24, Jacksonville 17. Oh yeah, I love this point. I forgot about this because now I can do this. Sims, Jim McConkey, 37 yards. First down. I can do my Bob Shepard. Mike Lee says, Brett got great memories with Junior. Yeah, it was great memories with Online Big Blue Jr. It was a lot of fun. He had a great time. He was dressed up as a taco, and we put a giant hat on him. So then we called him a giant taco. Hey-o. Everyone loved it. He had a great time. Get it right. It is Clown Judge. You're right. You're right. I have played in the Dome in Syracuse, and I'll tell you that it's a different place. They call it the house for a reason. The turf is different than the others I've ever been on. You know what the great thing is about the Syracuse? I've been in the Carrier Dome. The Carrier Dome is an interesting place to play. Just don't look up. You know this. Just don't look up at the lights. At least that's the way it was back in the late 80s, early 90s. Hey, James, what's everything? Well, we got Emmanuel dropping in. What's going on, Emmanuel? I haven't seen you in a while. We got James and Big Tim actually representing, unlike others, content creators. You're dropping facts, man. I always think this. If you are a content, and I'm not picking on content creators because tickets aren't cheap. Actually, you can get them cheap if you get them game day. But if you're a content creator and you live, I'm 2 hours away from MetLife. But if you live near the stadium, if you're less than an hour away, get your ass out to the game. Go buy a ticket. I'm not saying take subscribers to the game. I take subscribers to the game, so I want to hang out with people and I want to give back. But you know what? Represent. You don't talk about me not representing. I'm there. Hell or high water. I talk about the game in, what was it, 17, where I got the JPP hat. The last game of the season against the Redskins. And it was the Redskins back then. I stood on that field and it was -11. My camera froze. But I stood on that field the entire game. Did not leave. That's all I'm saying. I'm doing good, Emmanuel. What's up with you, my friend? What's up? Dropping all facts as always, James. What do we got here? We're saying, what's good, my dude? 1/3 of the season over. Let's go, G-Men. You know, we got a win today. I'll be doing good. Oh, Jim Cramer, the stock reporter on CNBC. Okay, I know who Jim Cramer is now. We love this one. Says, Tim, that's why I love you, because you are realistic. I try to be realistic. And I try to get to everyone. And Bingo was his name. I try to get to everyone's comments as I can. I love this one because it's right. A broken clock is right twice a day. You're right. You're not wrong. Even a broke. I love it because we got Mike Lee dropping in the same knowledge. We got super facts. Thank you, my friend. All aboard the Malik Willis Express.
All aboard.
I know where that button is.
Express.
That's what she said.
Let's see here. We got the Malik Willis Express. You know, Malik Willis got snaps with the first team this week. I don't know why. He got a lot of first team reps. James says, I hate how my brother gets so much flack from other creators when he spends more money with the Giants than anyone, and then maybe license plate guy. Facts. Yeah, license plate guy spends a lot of cash. You're right. But you know what the funny thing is, James? You know that I'm there. You're there. We're there. Like I said, you know what? You get a ton load of you, and I'm going to say it. You get a crap load of money from super chats. A lot of people do. You do. You got a crap load of money from super chats. And you know what? YouTube doesn't take a percentage of your super chats. Buy some tickets and take some of your subscribers. I'm challenging people to do that. Buy some tickets, take some subscribers, hang out with the people that actually make you something on YouTube. Do that. And of course, for the best dating sites, it's Hot Tinder. Make sure you go to Hot Tinder and make sure you go to hottinder.com. I got someone just texted me something. Hold on. Oh my God. Great balls of fire. Not only, you know what? There's a trivia question. I got a trivia question. Because Mrs. Online Big Blue sent me this trivia question. I think it's a great one. She always gets mad at me. I always tell her she needs to call in, but she never calls into the show, but that's all right. This was a great trivia question because we were in the Giant locker room. And she says, not only, you know what, and I love it because my wife goes, not only were you there, and the question is going to be, what is the deodorant of choice for the New York Giants? That's the trivia question. What is the deodorant of choice for the New York Giants football players? And I find it funny because we made the guy that was one of the security guys crack up. Because she was like, oh, my son uses that. Oh, we use this. Oh, we use this. And it's funny that because what I don't that is no, it's not Old Spice, but that, you know what? I will give. Hold on. Honey, I know you're listening. But could you text me what it was? What was the order of choice? I'm going to give out. Hold on. I will give out another Super Bowl ring. If you can guess, and we're going to let this contest run for 2 minutes. If you can guess the deodorant of choice for the New York Giants, but I didn't start the contest yet. I didn't start the contest yet. Well, I'll tell you when I'm going to start the contest. Okay. Well, what was it? Well, don't give me your answers yet. Okay. All right. I had a text her. No, don't stop giving me your answers. Whoever gives me an answer right now is disqualified. No, I'm just kidding. But yes, we're going to get to that question in a minute. Cause you know what? That's, that is funny though. That was funny. Cause this was, okay. Well, she already gave me the answer. And you know what? We have a winner. We have a winner right away. Because you know what? I can't be like that. But we have a winner, right? Ricardo is the winner right away. It was Degree. Degree was the deodorant of choice for the New York Giants in the locker room. Because if you go around the corner, and you could see, the showers and everything there, and you could see all the deodorants lined up. You could see that. It's cracking up. You know what? I will do one more contest here about this. We'll do another contest in a minute, but Ricardo, you won the Super Bowl ring. So email me at tim@onlineBigBlue.com with your address, tim@onlineBigBlue.com. And we'll take care of that for you. But let's go back to, because I have another giant locker room question. Let's see here. I think I was the only person to pick the Jags. I don't know. Did you? Well, you might have been. Let's go, Lord Commander Man. He says, "Let's go Giants. Let's go Giants." Wait, do I have a crowd noise?
Let's go Giants. Let's go. This is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Giants sports talk and entertainment.
I love that. We're gonna have another giant locker room trivia question in a minute. So let's see. Hey, these guys aren't so freaking bad. That's from Major League 2. I loved it in the beginning of Major League 2, and they're like, these guys are shitty because they don't know who they were. Blitz so much that we're stopping the run.
No, I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night.
You can't, because you'll get burned by Evan. And then they're going to run a delay to Etienne and Harrison. It's not. Another close one Jams got for the Giants. I live in Woodbridge, literally 5-minute drive to the stadium. Well, Woodbridge is more than 5 minutes from the stadium. When I was in school, I lived in the Woodbridge Mall. I hate it because I heard everything 10 seconds before it happens on TV. Why are you advertising Tinder? Because I have to advertising Tinder because I need advertisers just to keep this show going on. James Williams said super chats are like when the crooked pastor passes the collection plate around in church 3-4 times a service. I always love it because people are like, you don't get a lot of super chats. And I donate all my super chats, but people are like, you don't get a lot of super chats. I said, you want to know why? Because I read everyone's comment. Sometimes you just better be good. Old Spice. No, we're gonna get it. I got another secret. We're gonna give away a ring in a moment. We're gonna give away another ring, but I got another giant locker room trivia question. What does Wallace say? What about Malik Willis? Does Malik Willis run the offense the same as Daniel Jones? He could run the offense the same as Daniel Jones, and he's got better wheels and he's more of a scrambler. I'm actually nervous a little bit about this game too, Nikki. I'm not gonna lie. Nicki Minaj. I'm a little worried. I'm a little concerned. There's a blitz. There is a running game. They have a tight end. If you look at this game statistically, the Jags are ranked better statistically in every category than the Giants. In reference to total offense, defensive rankings, quarterback rankings. So you got to be a little concerned. Can they win this game? It's not a Herculean task because if they were playing at home, I'd feel better about this game, but it's a game they can win. Someone said they need to take the shackles off Daniel Jones. I don't think that's a good idea. I think you just run the daylights out of this team. I think you stick to I think you stick to what gets you. I think you stick what gets you there. What got you there? And what got us there is the run game. What got us there was moving the ball, moving the chains by running the ball with Saquon Barkley. That's what's got us there. And I think you stick with that theory. I don't think you ever screw around about with what got you to where you're at. You're very welcome, Ricardo. Let's see here. Skyline says winter sports deodorant because winning is the best deodorant. We got Jay Fed saying it's gonna be 23-20. G-Man. James like, oh, we hit the like button, people. We're at 26 likes. We had 60, 70 people at one point. We only got 26 likes. That's disgusting. I'm disgusted now. That's my disgusted face. It's my angry face. It's my happy face. This is I can't believe that just happened face. All right. What does Jay say? Jay said, I want to play for the Wink. Who doesn't want to play Wink? Not Woodbridge. I thought you wrote Woodbridge. Woodbridge Mall, slightly bigger than the Menlo Park. Menlo Park Mall's down the road on Route 1 from Woodbridge. And they also used to have the wonderful US 1 flea market. Woodridge. I thought you said Woodbridge. I'm sorry. I can't read. What was Hartsfield? Tim, do you make your own sound effects or do you have a sound effects guy that makes it? I have a sound effects guy. I call him Baby Saquon. No, I make all my sound effects. I make this is a one-man show here. I do everything. I'm a Renaissance man. Who needs water? What does Greg have to say? Tim, let's face it. If Evan WD 40 hands can catch, we'd be. Here's the problem, though. He hasn't really been dropping them for the Giants. I mean, for the Giants, for the Jags. He just hasn't been getting the ball. He actually had 2 touchdowns called back. I like the Jaguars. Like I said, I'm a quasi-Jaguar fan because when I lived in Florida, I had season tickets for a couple of years because the Super Bowl came to Jacksonville. And if you were a season ticket holder, you went into a lottery for Super Bowl tickets. I didn't win the tickets, but I got stuck with the tickets for 2 years. But we enjoyed going to the games. What does Antonio say? Antoine. What does Antoine say? Antoine says that the Giants go 8-1. Do you see the Giants being buyers at the trade deadline? I know you're not going to. You don't have the money. And that's what I keep telling people. You got $6 million. Every time you bring a veteran off the practice squad, he automatically gets the veteran minimum money, which is like 1.8. So if you have $6 million, you take away 1.8, you have 4.2. You don't have the money unless you're getting a linebacker. We need a linebacker more than we need a wide receiver. But unless you're getting a linebacker at a lower fee, at a lower rate on a rookie contract, you just don't have the cash unless you're going to try to do some more restructuring. We got a big super chat dropping in from the Irish Rover. Irish Rover said, Tim, looking forward to meeting you before the Bears game. Thank you for the invitation. You are a very generous guy, and I hope I can reciprocate one day. It wouldn't be the Bears game. You're coming for the Texans game. Wasn't it the Texans? Are you going to the Bears game or the Texans? No, we already played the Bears. You're coming to the Texans game. Make sure you got the right date. Don't get your ass on a plane and show up for the wrong show. And don't get yourself on a plane. Whoops.
Don't get. Sorry. This is the cult leader. All hail Tim.
Sorry, I was gonna say, don't go back in time. The Bears we've already played.
You're coming for the Texans game. But thank you for the super chat. What I'm doing for super chats the next 2 months is we had a contingency, our subscriber crew that went out with me to one of the games, and we went on the coaches club and we were on the field. So we are going to get any money that we make these next 2 months. We are going to pull together and we are going to do another event where I take at least 3 subscribers to the coaches club and we go out on the field. And then we're going to go out on the field after the game as well. We've had LJ, Big L, Dom. We went with us last time. So it's fun. It's a fun event, and we're going to do that probably towards the end of the season. We'll have. I'm thinking maybe 2 to 3 subscribers. It really depends. But like I said, that's what all super chats are going to go through for the next 2 months. So like I said, we are going to do one more game at the coaches club. We're going to probably try to bring 3 subscribers. And that's what we're going to do. We also got a big super chat for John B with a super sticker because I love super stickers. I don't know what they do. I don't know what they are, but thank you, John. Fortnite. Super sticker. My son almost makes yeah. What does Stu have to say? But thank you for the super. Where's the sticker? I like the stickers. Usually they're up here. I like the stickers. I don't know what the stickers do, but I like the stickers. And then you go into your monetization thing, and it shows a sticker. I'm like, oh, that's a cool sticker. I like that sticker. I'm like a kid when you get a pack of football cards and you want to open them up. You're like, don't eat the gum. and I still have my pack of cards that are 35 years old. And I will, you know what? I still think I may have to do a contest where I have someone eat the gum. No, but I don't want anyone to die. But thank you for that, my friend. Greatly appreciated. You know, we have a sound effect for when you give a super chat. No, that's not it. No. Oh, that'll be the super chat. And we got to give one to John B. We have to give one to Irish Rover. And welcome to the smooth sounds of Tim. Oh, I love when people some goes, I hate your soundboard. You do. I love the soundboard. I don't care. I do this. I just think it's great. We got the Killer Bees. Of course, the original Killer Bees were in Miami. Killer Bees, Barkley, Bethea, Brightwell. Run the ball 60. I would run the ball 60 times. You're right. I would personally do that. If I could do that, I would run the ball 60 times. Mike's like, just because I'm a little stitches doesn't mean I keep predicting loss. You know what? Like I said, if you predicted the Giants to lose and then we keep winning, you need to continue predicting the Giants to lose, because we all know why. I can't find.
I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
So we're a little stitious here. So if you pick the Giants to lose and they've won the last 3 weeks, you need to continue to pick the Giants to win or lose. Pick them to lose. Just 50% of the people like so far. That's because you're here, Dom. And then we got Dominic Palmer from across the pond. What's up, Domer? James Williams says Evan Ingram is going to smoke us today. Remember, we don't cover tight ends. If Evan Ingram hangs out of the ball, yeah, we may have some issues. We also got Jay saying Saquon for president. How about Saquon for MVP? Can we stop some of the people with the Daniel Jones nonsense of Daniel Jones should be the league MVP? Daniel Jones is a part of this team. He is not the reason this team is winning. He is a part of the team. And they'll talk about the drives, and he always has one good drive a game. He was 5 for 5 on that last drive, and that's great, and that's fantastic. But he's part of a cohesive unit. He's part of the collective. He's part of the Borg. Saquon Barkley is Captain Picard. And Daniel Jones is that kid that's on the show. That's the ensign. He was in the movie Toy Soldiers. I don't know his name, and I don't know his character because that's all I know about Star Trek. I almost said Star Wars. Like them, get them up. Let's go get them up or I'll hide. We got the poppycockers going on. Dexter Lawrence said he says Dexter Lawrence will score a touchdown today. I hope he does score a touchdown today. That'd be great. He did mean the Texans game. All right, good for Irish Rover. We also have Mike Lee says, but our whole crap, another injury fund is depleting quickly. So the money for the trade line is acquisitions. You're right. You said it right. And again, thank you for super sticker. Stu says, my son paid $200 for a ticket for last week's game. I'm going to give you guys a little hint, a little secret. I'm going to give you guys a little secret. If you're going to the game, especially if it's a game like the Texans or the Lions or something like that, don't buy your tickets till game day. You go to StubHub or you go to Vivid Seats. And you can get, because your son overpaid for tickets. I'm not just making fun of him, but your son overpaid. Because you could have gotten lower bowl tickets for like $57 last week. And then the last week they were home. Not the Jacksonville game 2 weeks ago. So you buy them the day of the game, you're going to get them. And everything that the Giants has, everything's done on your phone now. There's no cash anymore. It's all credit cards. Everything's done on your phone. And you can get tickets like lower bowl, dirt cheap game day. And then you just download them to your phone, and you download them like you've got an Apple Wallet. You download them to your Apple Wallet, and then you go into the stadium that way. Oh, let's see here. Imagine if Tony gets on the field along with Wandale. We get the Detroit Lions coming back with Barkley in the offense. Well, no, the problem is Kenny's still not playing well. Tony, you know what? And I love it because even Dable at one point, and make sure we hit that like button. Even Dable at one point was like, when Tony gets back on the field, when. Then at one point he said, if. That's a little worrisome. Would love to do that. I don't remember what we're going to love to do, but I don't remember what I was talking about because sometimes I forget. We got Big L saying, what is Big L doing it, L. Get them likes up. Let's go. Come on now. I got to start making subscriber sound effects. I got one for James and we got, of course, if those that do not know, if you are looking for the best in hot Tinder dates, it's hot Tinder at xyz.com. Best in the adult dating and entertainment sites. Make sure you go to hottinder.com and also buy some Black Rifle coffee. Who says we don't have sponsors on this show? What do we got here? Da-da-da-dee. Topps gum. Topps gum was made stale. So no, you know what? I have the packs from 1989. I have a whole box of Topps NFL cards that still have the gum in it. And I've always we jokingly said a while ago we should have someone eat the gum. But then my wife, hold on.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello? My wife, the voice of reason, said, you can't let people eat the gum. They might die.
Oh. I don't know what that button just did. Oh, excuse me. Got a little problem today. I should never have eaten that.
Sorry. I also love the fact that I have the 3-second delay button now. So I could say, you know what I have to say to people that just don't understand Daniel Jones? You guys are and the horse you rode in on. Sounds like a slot machine. Come on, roll. All right, let's get him up. What's the answer one say? I still think you draft. We're going to draft a quarterback next year. You're going to. Daniel Jones is not going to be back next year. Daniel Jones, if you look at what his statistical output is going to be for the entire season, is Tyrod Taylor from 17 when the Bills got rid of him. And people are like, well, you don't understand the situation. They had a cap space problem. No, they drafted a quarterback named Josh Allen. And yeah, they had a $50 million cap space problem, but you know what? So do the Giants right now. So you cannot create more of a cap space problem by signing an average quarterback to $20 million. This is why I walk dogs. It enhances my feng shui. If I see one more person named Jones passing for 80 yards, carried the team. I know you pass for 100. I watch guys throw for 300 yards, 400 yards, to add another 70. I watched Josh Allen put teams on his back for 300 yards plus another 50 yards rushing, beat teams at the last minute, such as what was it, the Chiefs? That's carrying the team. Daniel Jones throws for 160 yards, and people are like, you see that? He's an MVP. Wesley Crusher was the character. What are we talking about? That was Wesley Crusher. Forgot already. Mark says a deeper dive on the Jaguars even shows they may be overrated. They've also played against horrible off-run O's. I don't think they're overrated. If you look again, if you look at the Giants statistics, the Giants should be 1-5. So you can't look statistically at everything. So I don't think they're overrated. They have a collection of talent that learns how to play, that needs to learn how to play together. And like I said, hopefully we can take advantage of some mistakes from Lawrence. Yankee fans don't cry. We are the Houston Astros with the Twins and Indians are to you. Good point. We got Felipe coming in here. Say, go Giants. Good morning. You know what's funny? There is no name for Spanish, for Tim in Spanish. So when I had to take freshman and sophomore Spanish, my name was Felipe because there's no name for Tim. So, ¿Dónde está? Me llamo Felipe. ¿Qué hora es? What has Christopher said? Hey, GM Tim, is anyone in the chat? Let's go. Is everyone in the chat? You know what, Christopher, everyone, we got a lot of people in the chat. We're only up to 41 likes. We got 60 something people in there. We need 50 likes. 50 likes, or I'm going to start breaking out sound effects. Mark Thompson says, as for Ingram, he's not good at finding the space and hold the defense. He's just a speed guy. That's actually not true, Mark. I've watched most of the Jaguar games, and I'm going to tell you this. Evan Ingram had 2 touchdowns called back because of penalties, and they were off the ball penalties. He's finding the spots, and against the Giants defense, I think they're going to try to use him as that buffer in the middle, because I think they're going to try to draw either the linebacker or Landon Collins away from the box, and then they're going to run delayed handoffs. They're going to run maybe a little play action. I think that's what they're going to try to do with Evan Ingram. And then when they kind of come up in the box to stop the run, then you're going to leave Evan Ingram open. Parcells would say when she got back by now, you can't do that anymore. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. Bazooka Joe gum is much better. Big Chew, when you're in the big leagues, when you make the perfect slide, you're in the big leagues. When you keep the team alive, you're in the big leagues. You're in with the big league Chew. Sorry. What's up, Nikki? Nikki smile. Nikki He's having a good time. Mrs. Online Big Blue, the voice from above. Mrs. Online Big Blue. Oh my God, I love this now. Fans want Hooker now. I have been, it's funny to say, but I've been on the Hooker train now. I've been on the Hooker bandwagon now since the Florida game. I saw him play, and I saw the maturation that he had in that Florida game and the way he's playing now. They played like 5 quarterbacks last week on Saturday. Tennessee did, but Hooker is something special now. Hooker has this, and I know he's a little bit older, but he's got this presence. He's not Chris Winkie old. He's not 38 years old. He's 20. He'll be 25 when the season starts. So you're still going to get a good 10, 11 years out of him. But he's got something. He's got something. There's something when you watch him play, and I'm not saying Bryce Young, there's not something there. I'm not saying any of the other quarterbacks. You watch something about Hooker, though. He's got this poise in the pocket that I have not seen from a college quarterback in a while. And like I said, it's gonna be interesting. I don't think we can get him, but it's gonna be interesting. We got another big text message coming in here. Oh my goodness, we're gonna have to do. You know what? In a minute we are going to do another. We're going to do another giveaway. We're going to do an online Big Blue T-shirt giveaway. And when we get to 50 likes, we're going to do an online Big Blue T-shirt giveaway, and it's going to be a Giants locker room trivia question. What do we got here, Dominican? Jones is coming back with a team-friendly deal as a bridge quarterback. Here's the problem: what people keep saying about this with Jones. Who says Jones wants to take the contract to be a bridge quarterback? What if someone offers him $30 million? Not that I think it's going to happen. What if someone does? You think he's going to want to come back? The same with Saquon Barkley. People are like, well, Barkley will be back next year. Maybe Barkley wants to leave if you don't tag him. Maybe he wants to go someplace else. Just because the fan wants him to come back, and just because, and everyone, and this is one thing and I'm not picking on you, Dominican 1844. I'm not picking on you, but there's the thing with professional athletes. They have a small window for a career. I never begrudge an athlete for taking the money he can and going. Never begrudge an athlete for that, because you never know how long your career is going to be. Just as if we did trade Barkley for a haul of picks, that would give us, if we did trade him for the haul of picks, we could. We get up to 50 likes. We're going to do a Giants locker room trivia giveaway for an online Big Blue T-shirt. Yo, Honeypot, I've emailed you like 9 times. I sent you a tracking number. It's saying Tuesday. And again, you never put your real name in the email. So it's been going out to, I can't remember the name they made up. I think they made up John Honeypot. So email me back. What's up, Big James? Says, when analysts talk about BR51 team, they literally talk about the last quarterback. Your quarterback has to turn the wheels just to be in a cog in it. We are not drafting a quarterback, Dom says. Well, I am signing a team-friendly deal, free agent. I reckon I can run the bit and check down. You know what I laugh? And again, I'm not picking on Daniel Jones, because everyone wants to talk about his percentage, his passing percentage. But when you throw the ball 5 yards, you better have a pretty high passing percentage. Barkley is Picard, Strawberry, and Reggie Jackson all rolled up into one. Reggie, I love Reggie Bars. Eagles have 2 picks. Yes, there's actually 5 teams right now that have 2 first-round picks. Would it be a complete surprise if Harrow's packaged both picks and traded the 5 and draft? Yes, the way that Jalen Hurts is playing right now. Jalen Hurts, if you want to talk about MVP season, he's having an MVP season right now. We draft Anthony Richardson from Florida. He'll sit out the year behind Jones. No, I don't like Richardson. There's a hiccup. If you watch Richardson throw, there's a hiccup in his delivery. I talked about it when I talked about it with Andrew Thomas when he was hurt that first year, and everyone was down on him but me. When you watched Andrew Thomas go into pass protection that rookie season, you saw a little. And I even pointed out in multiple videos. He had a hop step. Here comes the hop stepper. I'm the lyrical gangster. Yeah, love me like that. No, wait.
Na.
Wait. I don't know. He had a little hop step when he came back. And that even his line coach did the same thing. He got a little giddy up. And I think that was because of the ankle. And Richardson, if you watch his windup, and he watches wind up on the deep pass. And I'm not picking on Dwayne Haskins, God rest his soul, because he passed away. And I always said Dwayne Haskins was a lollipop thrower. And Richardson, to me, reminds me of the same type of wind up and the same type of statuesque throwing style that Dwayne Haskins had. What's up, Big Saeed? What you doing, my friend? Why would you? We're not going to get rid of Hurts. You're right. Yeah, Hooker is good. Hooker is good. I know I'm like a 12-year-old. Hooker is like good. Yeah. We also got the big super chat dropping in from the Zack Attack. Do you think Slayton will have a big? Slayton has got to have a bigger role. I have no idea. Let's get up to 50 likes and we're gonna have a t-shirt contest giveaway. And at 11:30, we're gonna be doing the guess the score contest as well. Zach, I've been saying that for what? Since preseason. I don't know why the staff hates Slayton or why they did not like Slayton. No, Big Dash, we have not started predictions. The predictions will start at 11:30. And when we hit 50 likes, we are going to do a New York Giants locker room trivia question for an online Big Blue t-shirt. Do you think Slayton will have a bigger role? He should have a bigger role. I don't know why. I've been saying it since I can't remember why he's not having a bigger role. Thank you for the super chat. Of course, all super chats are going to go to the online Big Blue subscriber fund where we're going to take, hopefully we can get enough money to take 3 subscribers to a game and sit in the coaching club and go out on the field. Saeed says, I don't really know what the Giants will do with the quarterback. I know. I've already told you. We're going to go through one more time. You have 50 million. 10 of that 50 million goes to signing your draft class. You have 39 players under contract. You give Daniel Jones 20 million. Let's just say you have 2 million left. It's not happening. It's the same situation after the 2017 season with the Bills and Tyrod Taylor. It's the same situation. Now, 2024 is when we have a bazillion dollars in cap space. And we've already dipped into that bazillions of dollars by giving, and also people forget we have the voidable contract year that's $3.5 million in 2024 as well that we've already given Leonard Williams just to get out of the issues that we have with him. We are 2 likes away. And we're going to have a big trivia question. 2 likes away. Saeed says you could sign an actual bridge quarterback instead of Jones. You could. Would you take Caleb or Bo Nix? I'm not taking either one. I'm not taking either one at this point. The truth is when we lose both Jones and Barkley. You're right. You're right, Todd. DJ Hurst. If DJ is a bridge quarterback, then it's a bridge to nowhere. It's a bridge over troubled waters. I will lay you down. You begrudge the GM dumb enough to give him the players the money. I'm not begrudging anybody, but I hope he does it. What's up, RFFT? If the Giants go to the playoffs, unless DJ is lighting it up, you will not have DJ back. He wants starter money because he led the team to the playoffs and deserves starter money. Did we? And I always say this: did we not learn?
King of the almost sack.
We gave him that money after that big year, and then he comes up with 6.5 sacks, and I don't think he's got a sack this year, and he's been injured. I think the Giants are now smart enough to understand that you don't keep doing it. We're 1 like away from the Giants. God, I'm so excited about this contest. We are 1 like away. One. Todd says, I'd seriously consider McCaffrey. If McCaffrey is worth the 2nd, the 3rd, the 5th, and whatever else they gave up for him, Saquon has got to be worth a 1st, a 2nd, and a 5th. He has to this year because he's outplayed him. All right, we have hit 51 likes. We've hit 51 likes. Are we ready? This is the New York Giants, and we are giving away an online Big Blue t-shirt. We're going to give away an online Big Blue t-shirt. As I mentioned, the online Big Blue family spent the entire Friday night in Giant Stadium on the field, in the locker room, every place else. So we got to walk, get to walk near the shower areas and the bathroom areas. And we've already did the contest about what the popular deodorant was. I want to go with, and you have to not only get the shaving cream right, but what color cap that shaving cream has, because there is a specific color cap that they've been using. The Giants in their locker room, the players that we in the shower area where you saw the most shaving cream for an online Big Blue t-shirt. What was the brand of the shaving cream that was most predominant in the Giant locker room, and what color was the cap? Yes, my contests get weirder and weirder. But that's going to be the new question. What is for the online Big Blue t-shirt? What is the predominant shaving cream in the Giants locker room, and what the name brand, and what color was the cap? Because it was very interesting in reference to this. We got Zach. What do we got here? What we got here? What we got here? All right, let's see what we got here. All right, let me you know what? I think we already have a winner. And we actually do already have a winner here. Wow, and that was, I thought this would go a lot longer than this. Let's see. We actually have, you know what? We got a couple people. We got a couple people right here. You know what? This is pretty funny. You know what? Wait a minute. Hold on one second here. And it is, you know what? We have a couple winners right off the bat. But you know what? I'm gonna have to we got one winner right off the bat, and it's Honeypot. But Honeypot, you've already won something recently. So Honeypot, I'm gonna have to not avoid you, but I just sent you a Super Bowl ring. So we're gonna have to give it to Big Dash Nose. It was Gillette, just regular Gillette, orange cap. And I think it's more interesting that a lot of people have already put out there that it's you had David saying it was Gillette. For those also that do not know, for the very best in NFL replay game experience, go to NFL Play Now, and it looks like it was good. And we also have we had two winners. We're gonna give out two winners here, because it was Gillette Edge as well. So we're going to give two winners here. We got two winners. We're going to give one to Jeff. He didn't say Gillette because I was looking for more of the name brand, not the name of it. But I'm going to give one to Jeff as well. So Jeff, and we also have Jeff that won, and we also have Big Dash Nose. Email me at tim@onlineBigBlue.com. That's tim@onlineBigBlue.com. You have to email me with your address and your shirt size. That is important because people have sent me things and never send me their size. I need your size. So we got Jeff Newman, who dropped in as well. We also have Big Dash Nose, who dropped in as well. So you two have won online Big Blue t-shirts. And it is now 12:32. So you know what that means at 12:32 here in the AM on the big OBB network. It's now going to be Guess Your Game Score. As always, we give away if someone wins. It took us almost 16 weeks for someone to win last time. You get your New York Giants replica Super Bowl ring. This is the 2011 Eli Manning replica Super Bowl ring. So what you got to do is you have to guess the score. You can guess as many times as you want. You need to guess the score. But again, you have to put in which team is going to win. We had a winner 2 weeks ago, but they guessed the score, but they never gave a team. And by the guidelines of the rules, and we checked from the Almighty. We've checked from the Almighty, and that's the online Big Blue staff. And they said, no, you have to give both the score and the team. So drop it in there. Also, congrats to the winners today. Congrats, guys. Gillette, the best the men can have. Black Gillette, that would have been a good one. Red Gillette. Barbasol, no Barbasol, it's Manscaped. Of course, it's got to be Manscaped because they sponsor every single giant YouTuber. I like Manscaped. I'm glad I said orange first. Yeah, you got it, Big Dash. You got it. You and what was it, Jeff? That was the other one. So, make sure you guys email me, tim@onlinebigbblue.com, tim@onlinebigbblue.com, your address and your shirt size. Muy importante. Shirt size. Okay. One more. I would like a shirt. Stu, I gotta make money. I'm trying to buy tickets to take subscribers. I can't keep giving away stuff for free. I'm gonna go broke. This is online. Big Blue has already said you can't keep giving shit away. Let's see. We have the Mike Lee pick, and I we have to give the Mike Lee sound effect. You know,
I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
we are actually going to come. I was jotting down some notes, and so we're going to come up with a couple. We're going to come up with 3 new subscribers. Granny is what? That was spam. Putting time out. You're an idiot. I got the spam. Don't worry. We're going to have 3 new subscriber sound effects. I think I'm going to do Big L. Got to do James Williams, and I'm going to do Mike Lee. I'm writing. I wrote that down. So we're going to create some subscribers. Yeah, I already banned Grandma. I got it. I got Grandma got banned because people are stupid. Because they got nothing better to do with their times because they're freaking morons. Don't incur the wrath of Mrs. Online Big Blue. No, you don't. Don't mess with Mrs. Online Big Blue. Even I'm afraid of Mrs. Online Big Blue. Grandma is mama. And I also refer to you as a fucking idiot. So. All right, let's go to the score. We got Zack Attack saying 1132. That's your score, 11-32. We got Greg dropping in the G-Men 24-17. We got the Big Stu coming in 27-10. Giants, Mike Lee with the Stitious pick, of course. We got the Jags coming in at 27-T. We got JoJo Capone dropping in at 27-20. Zack Attack also says, what does Zack Attack also say? 24-17. The Giants and the defense struggle with Jones going 12 for 24, 150, 145, no touchdowns, and a fumble. I got it. Don't incur the reps. More spam than a college. Hey, more spam than a college frat dinner. I like that one. So come on, let's get our picks in because at 11:45 we're gonna cut out of here because I gotta go walk a dog at noon. So it's part of my responsibility. I gotta admit, I like walking dogs. I really do. I mean, I don't have to. It's not something like I have to do, but it's fun, and I get to, and I also it's good exercise, getting in my cardio. So, and sometimes the dogs just crack you up. Sometimes it just make you laugh because they're like so happy to see you when you walk in. It's like I have one dog whose whole butt just goes. He can't really wag its tail, but he wags it by moving his whole butt. It's kind of funny. But we got an Irish Rover dropping in 23-17. G-Men. We have the Lord Commander Manny dropping in Giants 28-24. We got Hirsch for real also dropping in Jaguars 21-13. The Big Dash knows. If you don't know the Big Dash, the Big Dash is a giant YouTuber. Go over to the Big Dash's channel. Go like, subscribe. He does some good videos. He does some. I normally don't watch giant YouTubers. Not normally. I probably usually never, but I do watch some of the Big Dash show. So make sure you go over. I didn't have his Big Dash. Put your channel link in the chat because I don't know how to do it. So, what kind of dog? This one I'm walking today is a pit bull. For some unknown reason, I get all these big dogs. I get to walk these big dogs, and I love it because people are like, this dog is mean, this dog is this. And I walk into the room and I had one dog that was 130 pounds on Friday. And the lady's like, well, this dog hates everyone. Barks at everyone. Everyone's afraid of him. I walk in the room, dog barked at me once, then ran at me. And I was like, and I thought to myself, because it was at night, and I was like, I've never met this dog before. And then he falls on the ground right in front of me and starts wagging its tail. I was like, yeah, okay. You're really scary. But I'm actually walking a pit bull today. I love dogs. They're like, dog, they pulled. My dog pulls. They don't pull me. No, I'm not going anywhere. We have Mike Lee says, Evan Ingram will revert to the Hands of Stone persona. I hope he does. We got AJ Marshall saying, good morning, Tim. I hope it's going to be a good game, but it's going to be a big win for the G-Men. We got RJ Salazar coming in, Giants 24-21 G-Men. We got the big John B going 17-14 Jaguars. Let me see here. Also, Barkley will have at least 100 yards today. The problem is teams are going to start keying on Barkley. So I'm hoping the Giants defense, don't forget to make sure you hit the like button. Hit the like button. Get us up to 60. Hit like, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. You guys are smart enough to know that. I don't have to keep telling people that. I believe in people's intelligence. That you don't need me telling you to like and subscribe. I believe in you. I believe in you.
I believe.
I believe I can fly. I believe that I can touch the sky.
Oh my goodness gracious. Irish Spring, it's magically delicious. Or is that it's tricks? No, it's the other one. Come on, let's get some scores in here, guys. Let's get some scores. Fab says, what are we on here? We're on 6-1. We're on the way. Zack Attack says, I think we should use more read option. We need to stop with the Wildcat. Wild football spotter kings, better than diamond rings. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Football. For the movie Wildcats with Goldie Hawn. We got to stop. Unless we are going to pass out of the Wildcat, the league has figured it out. You go into the Wildcat formation, the ball snapped to Barkley. Barkley's running up the middle. You need to do a reverse handoff. You either need to chuck it, but you cannot continuously, unless you've been using the last 5 weeks to set up the league for one game to throw in the Wildcat. You gotta get out of the Wildcat. What does this say? Stu says, Big Dash, you work with the shakedown. Shakedown, breakdown, everyone. Shakedown, you busted. Not directly, Stu, but I've been on his channel who shakedown is, but that's all good. Mikely says, Barkley will have at least 30 plus yards running. James won't even finish the drive. We have to hope that Jones throws for at least 250. Because I think they're going to key on the run. So you got to hope that Daniel Jones can avoid the rush. Josh Allen, Tavon Austin, you also have Lloyd. You got some other guys on the defense line whose names I can't think of that can cause the Giants problems. So you have to hope and keep your fingers crossed that Jones can do what we need him to do. He needs to get at least 250. 250. Zach says, I like the Wildcat, though. It's fun. Wildcat's fun if you're in high school. Can we run the veer? We got to see if we got ourselves a who's in for the Giants. You really need to stop saying I love Hooker. Dom sent me that. I didn't say I love hookers. I said I love Hooker. We'll just call him HH or the kid from Tennessee. We got no more scores?
Bueller.
We got no more scores? That's it? I can leave 3 minutes early because we got no more scores? Should I just play sound effects for the next 3 minutes? Because I got another button here. I got some buttons here. See, I got all these boards here. And it's cool now because now you can cycle through the boards, the sound effect boards. You can cycle through the boards now. Yeah, Wildcats was a good movie. Wildcats, Wesley Snipes, Woody Harrelson, Bubba from Forrest Gump, Malik Williamson. I can't remember his name. You got a lot of people in that movie. I just love some football spotter kings, better than diamond rings. Football. We also have John B said it's weird. Evan Ingram scares me too. I'm going to say it right now. 11:43. Evan Ingram scares me too, because I get concerned that he is going to do something, because he's also kind of got a little bit of the revenge factor. I think he thinks he was disrespected. Hit me with the peacock. You want the peacock? You know what? That's poppycockers. One day my wife is going to do this, make this soundboard and put numbers on it. There's 50 buttons here and I got another like 30 here, but this is for RJ.
You can't keep me cooped up in here, okay? I am a peacock. You gotta let me fly.
You gotta let the peacock fly. AJ Marshall says, "What do you expect from Landon Collins this season debut?" I'm glad he's active. He's going to take over for Aziz a little bit. I think he's going to play in the box. I think he's going to play most of his snaps in the box. His coverage skills still not there. I don't want him hanging with Evan Ingram. I want him at least 80% of his snaps in the box. Peppers, Logan Ryan type play. Backup linebacker. And that's why they're calling him now linebacker / safety. I noticed that. I think he's got to just stay in the linebacker position because he can't cover it. Let's see. The Dolphins created the Wildcat in 2017. Well, no, they ran the Wildcats. The Wildcats have been around since like the 60s. Wildcats been around. The Wildcat, the T-bone, the wishbone, the veer have been around for a long time. Same with the run and shoot, my friend. See you later, my friend. See you later. We're gonna let's see what else got. We got James Williams dropping in. We're saying when we had him on, Brad Shaw and Brandon Jacobs, we never ran the Wildcat. Oh yeah, we had a real quarterback. I want McKinney on it. I agree. I want McKinney on it, but McKinney's going to have other responsibilities covering Etienne out of the backfield. Etienne, it's a twister, Etienne. Oh, Don, big Don dropping in the super sticker. I don't know what super stickers are, but I really like them. I really enjoy them. Thank you, Big Don. Big Don, a big supporter of the show, big supporter of the kids. We got another message coming in here. Another giant message coming in here. Let's see. View the few. Oh wait, before we go, we have the inactive list and active list for the Giants and the Jaguars. Let's see if there's any surprises on the inactive list for the Giants. Football star Kings better than diamond rings. Let's see. We got Feliciano and Jason Pincock listed as questionable right now. The Giants, of course, elevated Landon Collins. We got Cordell Flott, Kenny G, Kadarius Toney, outside linebacker, O'Shane Zimenez. I wore an O'Shane Zimenez jersey on Friday. And Azeez Ojulari were played. Are out today, so it's nothing really has changed. Quincy Roche is on the active roster, so is Ryan Anderson. Let's see here. Jacksonville Jaguars have ruled out Agnew, who was one of the corners. Shaq Griffin. That's a big for us. Shaq Griffin not playing. Four of them are questionable. Let's see. Their nose tackle Hamilton. That's actually Marvin Jones, an outside linebacker. One of their outside linebackers. But you know what? It's good that that Griffin is out. I think that's good for the Giants. So that is your most up-to-date Giants news. I got to head out. My bad. He says, NFL films I was watching since they didn't create the Wildcat. They didn't create the Wildcat. The Wildcat's been running college for years. The Wildcat, the wishbone, the T-bone, the veer, the run and shoot. Let's see. Big Dash says, "Hey Tim, what's up, my brother? Well, we'll give him the last one. You can give my shirt to the other guy that asked. I love the chat. There's some real good people in it. No, you won. Two shirts. You won. You win, you win. You lose. That's how you live life. And you know what? This is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Giants sports talk. We're going to close it out that way. We're going to hope the Giants can rock this out and go to 6-1. Be sure to stay tuned for the video afterwards. Again, this is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. And we are out of here.